Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a new ring spinner to the market that is doing many things right that set it apart from the rest of the competition. This is the DNA Nucleus from Spinetic Spinners, and there's certainly a lot to love here. And as always, make sure to follow my link in the description as that will get you a discount on your first Spinetic order. The Nucleus comes in this premium box with a magnetic latch, and you are greeted with a DNA sticker and several components. Essentially, the Nucleus is a modular ring spinner in stainless steel, and these triangular shaped weights on each arm are installed by the user. The kit comes with those 3 stainless steel weights, 3 set screws, and a hex wrench allowing you to install the weight and tighten it in place. You can also get those weights in brass or copper as a separate purchase. The Nucleus comes with 2 different size ring spinner bearings, the 6703 and 6704, which help compensate for people with different sized fingers. And they each have their own housing retainer with a different design, which is an interesting touch. I have smaller fingers, so I will opt for the smaller bearing. So, before we install one of these rings, I want to discuss the genius move that was made on this design. Many ring spinners out in the market have buttons which allow you to spin it like a traditional spinner, which is great. However, most of them just screw on or use some type of O-ring system into that larger ring bearing, and those don't spin for very long and are often loud and crunchy. It's the same reason why nearly every maker out there goes with an R188 bearing instead of a 608. Now for the Nucleus, they have included a 3rd retainer that houses a classic R188 bearing. Brilliant. To top it off, that R188 they include is an FZ Essentials Super Bearing version 2, which just happens to be my current favorite R188 on the market right now. It's very quiet and very smooth. It's a very nice bearing. So before we make the bearing switch, I wanted to mention these buttons because they are one of my favorites out there. They are larger, probably 22mm, with a very comfortable stepped concave design. They also have a nice chamfer around the edge, which altogether makes for a secure hold that still feels silky. Great choice on these buttons for sure. Alright, let's take this housing off and put on a ring bearing. Removal is easy, just unscrew each side with those notches. Once you have one side out, it's pretty easy to remove the other. As you can see, the inside is completely threaded, along with threads all on the outside of the retainer. So all I do is screw on one side, and I stop when I think that it is flush with the body. Put in the bearing and the other side and screw it down. Once that's tightened, you just want to make sure that each side is even. And if it's not, all you have to do is unscrew one side just a little bit and tighten down that other. But this looks pretty good. As a ring spinner, the Nucleus is very comfortable to fidget with. And for me, it sits in that perfect spot right above the 2nd knuckle. It's roughly 2 inches in diameter and about 2.1 ounces in ring spinner mode, and about 3.3 ounces with the buttons and R188 installed. The body has a triangular shape, and I find it to be a very attractive design. There are large waists between the arms, and they're offset to create this interesting look. Being offset, that prevents the arms from being symmetrical, which gives the Nucleus so much more character. All of the edges are nice and rounded to help provide that comfort, and everything just feels great. Next to those modular weights are cuts that make room for 3 larger 2x12mm tritium vials on each side, which should provide some substantial glow. Overall, the DNA Nucleus from Spinetic Spinners is probably my favorite spinner that Spinetic has ever carried. I love the design, the ability to change the weights, and most of all, the inclusion of a quality R188 bearing with retainer to go with those amazing buttons. It's really awesome as a ring spinner, but with those buttons and that quality bearing, I think I prefer that style. If I had one suggestion, I'd make the set screws a little shorter so that they sink below the body surface. It's not an issue for me, but I can feel them sticking out just a tiny bit. Certainly not a hot spot or anything, but that's just one thing I would change. I ordered this one immediately when sales opened, and they were gone fast. As of today, they are taking pre-orders for the next shipment, so definitely check out their website for more information. If you follow my link in the description, you can get a discount on your first order with Spinetic, so make sure to take advantage of that. If you want to connect with me or over 3,000 other people in my Spin fam, check out our Facebook group, The Daily Fidget. We do a lot of good works there, including giveaways and charity drives, so come on down and join the fun, and that will be yet another link in the description. Alright, thank you for watching, and if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing by clicking the button on the left, and by watching some of the other spinner reviews here on the right. Because without you guys, this doesn't happen.